Mama's in Control, Episode 6. Hey, it's Heather Chauvin, wife, mother of 3 boys, former social worker, breadwinner, recovering hustler, and stage 4 cancer survivor. I'm not a fan of that term, by the way. Beyond all of these titles and labels, I'm a human being, just like you, attempting to navigate it all while feeling good. My goal on this podcast is to show you that you can live an energized, sustainable life both at home and in your work. It doesn't matter if you stay at home full-time, if you work from home, you're a CEO, a successful business owner, or trying to find some inspiration. On this show, I attempt to keep it real with stories, interviews, and random thoughts. This is not a business or career podcast, and it's not parenting podcast. It's both and so much more. You will laugh. You may even cry. And you may even get a little frustrated with the truth you've been hiding from yourself. I believe all human behavior is a language, whether it's through your child's behavior, your health, or a relationship. And when we learn to listen instead of react, we begin to understand what it truly means to feel alive and in control. It's time to put your big girl pants on and find your brave. Let's go. All right, guys, Heather Chauvin here, and welcome to another episode of Mom is in Control. This is actually a really neat episode because while I'm recording this episode, I'm actually on Periscope as well. And I'm trying not to look at it so I don't get distracted from the hearts and the messages that are coming in. But if you want to follow me on Periscope, I'm at Heather Chauvin. So today I wanted to talk about getting out of overwhelm like a boss. How do we do this? We all have stories of overwhelm. We all have moments when we think, I can't do this anymore. So whether it's in parenting, whether it's in business or work or in a relationship with somebody else, you can almost feel this rush, right? This energy just pulsating through your veins. And I know for myself, I actually get tired. My body starts to shut down when I get overwhelmed. So now that I understand that that's kind of my body's go-to place, you know, it's saying, Heather, I'm trying to save you. Let's fall asleep. Let's take a nap. It's actually not life-enhancing because even though I physically feel like I'm tired, I'm not really tired. It's just a rush going to my brain saying, calm down. So I'm going to talk about kind of the steps of what I do when I'm feeling really overwhelmed and kind of how to get rid of it ASAP, because we got to get shit done. We got to take care of our babies. We have to run a household. Most importantly, we have to take care of ourselves, mind, body, soul. So getting out of overwhelm like a boss. All right, are you ready for this? You got to stop. You absolutely have to stop what you're doing. So if you're multitasking, doing this, feeling overwhelmed right now, I just want you to stop what you're doing. Just take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale. I want you to actually feel everything that you're feeling. So it's really easy for us to want to shove things down, want to shove the overwhelm down or avoid it. That's actually counterintuitive, but it's actually not being productive at all. Because when we can stop and we can feel the emotion, we can feel everything that's rushing through us, we're like, okay, I'm paying attention now, right? How often do we not pay attention to the signs of burnout? And our body is just gently knocking on the door, showing us, that we need to pay attention, but then we're actually not paying attention. So I always say what we resist persists and grows bigger. I did not invent that quote. I've heard this many, many times from multiple people. But yeah, if you're resisting, a little itch, a little pain, a little exhaustion, and you're not listening, it's going to persist and it's going to grow and grow bigger. So once we've stopped and said, okay, enough is enough. I'm really overwhelmed. I'm going to stop. I'm going to say no to everybody else. And I'm going to feel it fully, whether it's anger, overwhelm, sadness, tiredness, fatigue, all of that stuff. And then what I want you to do is actually get out a pen and a paper. So if you don't have a pen and a paper on you, what I often do will use my phone, and I will get out the note section on my phone, and I will do a brain dump. So everything that's overwhelming me. So if I'm like, I got to go here, 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 or I got to do X, Y, Z, or I got to do this for the kids, or this is what's really weighing on me. You're not letting go of an argument or a conversation that you've had with somebody. Just do a brain dump. Let it all out. Hey, I know it's annoying when people interrupt their podcast with an advertisement midway through, but I'm doing it for good reason. I'm curious. Are you ready to discover what your life would look like if failure and fear didn't exist? Understanding how to co-create with these uncomfortable emotions has transformed how I show up as a mother, a wife, a friend, a business owner, and a human being. Working as much or as little as I desire. Living with a whole heart. Healthier than I've ever been while being more present with my children and not missing out on their childhoods. And I want you to experience this too, which is why I created Alive. It's an intimate experience for high-achieving women who want to attract more time, money, and energy in their lives without the exhausting hustle or overwhelm. If 2020 includes getting uncomfortable and up-leveling your personal development and professional game, come join us. February 6th and 7th in Detroit, Michigan for this unique experience. And when you register on or before December 24th, you will gain access to a 2-hour online workshop. It's live. I'm going to show you the step-by-step strategy and show you how to discover to find the time for you and still accomplish everything you want this year. For details on this bonus, travel, accommodations, and details of the day of the event, check out heatherchauvin.com/alive. That's Heather Chauvin, CHAUVIN.com/alive. And if you have a personal question before registering, just simply fill out the contact form on that page. How would you show up differently, both personally and professionally, if you decided that success and feeling good on your own terms was the only option? Think about it. The choice is yours. I look forward to meeting you. heatherchauvin.com/alive. Once you're done doing the brain dump, you can categorize your next steps. You can do your highest leverage activities. So if your goal in Overwhelm is to make more money in your business, or your goal in Overwhelm is to your goal to get out of Overwhelm is to, get the kids organized for school, or you're just feeling in control or out of control in your household. It's like, what is my goal? So right now, my goal is to make dinner for the kids tonight. And I got all these things to do, and I've done my brain dump. So my to-do list, I'm going to categorize the top 3 things that I have to do in the next 12 to 24 hours that will make an impact on my life, make the greatest impact on my life. So one might be, as soon as I'm done recording this podcast, I'm going to turn on some amazing music and make dinner for my family. Even though it's not dinner time, I got to do that so we can eat, right? So that we can eat, and when they get home, I'm not in survival mode, that, there's actually some space before we eat. And then maybe I have to send those 3 emails that I've been resisting. I also want you to consider, when you're categorizing your to-dos, are you anywhere on that to-do? Are you doing any energetic management in this process? And what I mean by energetic management is, what are you doing to manage your energy? So when we are in overwhelm, we're not in a space where we feel connected to ourselves. So what do you do, or what do you have to do to get back to that space? So for me, it might be, going for a quick 10-minute walk where I'm leaving my phone at home and I'm walking the dog down the street, or I'm listening to a podcast, or that's it. That's all I'm doing. Or I will take a bath. I might go for a quick run just to get my blood pumping, my adrenaline pumping. Or maybe I need to schedule. I'm thinking, okay, I'm feeling really overwhelmed, and this week is a go, go, go week. Maybe I'm taking a 3 or 4 day weekend. Maybe I'm scheduling that in. So you have to really check in with your energy. What do you need? What are you avoiding? So how do we get out of overwhelm? It's really not that difficult. It's all about action, right? So if you're taking the highest leverage action to get you back to your square one, that's how you get out of overwhelm like a boss. That's how you do it in a short amount of time as possible. So when this becomes habitual for you and you start thinking, oh, there's those feelings. There's my yellow zone again. I'm starting to feel overwhelmed. I know what that feels like in my mind and my body. I'm going to stop what I'm doing. Even if I feel like I'm under a lot of pressure and I have a lot to do in very little time, I'm going to stop. I'm going to feel what I'm feeling. I'm going to feel the energy rushing through my body. I'm going to feel the crazy thoughts that are going on of why I don't have enough time. I'm going to feel it, the anger, the sadness, the overwhelm. I'm just going to let it rush. And if that comes out in tears, if you need to punch a pillow, if you need to scream, do it. Let it out. You can't stuff it down. And then I want you to go pen to paper. Do a brain dump. All right, write down everything that's on your mind. Just get it out. Maybe walk away from it for 10 minutes. And then come back and look at your brain dump and say, what are the 3 highest leverage things that I can take action on right now that are going to make an impact based on my goals? That's it. Then you write those things down and then you take action on them. That is it. According to a study published on Fast Company, conducted at the University of Kansas, women are burning out at an alarming rate, even before having children. And that number rises with the additional responsibility of raising a family. And the gap between ambition and putting themselves in a position for promotion isn't going anywhere. Why, you ask? The world needs more empowered mothers, women who are willing to unlearn everything that they've been taught. Women who are courageous enough to feel good and not feel guilty for it. I am living proof that you can feel alive, energized, peaceful, and put yourself on your own damn to-do list and make an even bigger impact in your children's lives and those around you. I want to show you how to think, how to act, how to behave so you can step into that version of you that has been screaming for your attention. And the best part is, all you have to do is take the next step and invest 2 minutes of your time and book a complimentary call with someone on my team to see if my community and coaching is the right fit for your big vision. The relationships you desire, the money, time, and energy that you know deep down you are capable of creating. So head on over to heatherchauvin.com/let's talk. That's Heather Chauvin, CHAUVIN.com/let's talk. LETSTALK. And take the next step in the right direction. You are here because you were born to make a difference. Taking a stand for how you feel means you are taking a stand for how your children show up as adults. You've got this. Let's go.